Hi, welcome to Concero's Biz Talk. I'm Kelly Beardmore, the CEO here at Concero. Today, I thought we'd do something a little bit different, and I'd do a walkthrough of how I use our own Cloud Workspace services to help with day-to-day operations here at Concero. When I joined Concero, I had no experience with Cloud Workspaces or how they could help organizations work more securely and efficiently, particularly given the rise of the mobile worker and the bring your own device movement. I'm hoping that this demo will show off the user experience now possible with Cloud Workspaces, as well as some of the use cases that could be useful to other organizations. Let's get started. For this walkthrough, I'll be doing a screen capture from my own workstation. One of the strengths of Cloud Workspaces is that they're accessible anytime, anywhere from nearly any Windows, Apple, or Android device. But here we'll see my day-to-day user experience from our office. To access your Cloud Workspace, you simply visit mydesktop.ca using any web browser and log in. I have a shortcut here, and you can see that takes me to mydesktop.ca and opens up what's called a Citrix Receiver page. A Citrix Receiver is a small bit of software that optimizes and secures the connection between the cloud, where the workspace is hosted, and the remote device logging in this case my office workstation. We use Citrix here at Concero because its remote access technology delivers the very best available security and end user experience from any type of remote device. Once I'm logged into my workspace, you can see that I have access to 3 different desktops: an accounting desktop, a marketing desktop, and a demo desktop that we give access to prospects to when they're checking out our Cloud Workspace service. The workspace terminology here can be a bit confusing, so let me clarify. A workspace is a collection of desktops and applications, whereas a desktop is merely a collection of applications. Sometimes when I'm speaking, I'll conflate the terms desktop and workspace, but they're different. A workspace is a collection of desktops and the associated applications. What I like about this setup is we have finance and marketing team members who often work remotely, work part-time, and are contractors. By providing a ready-to-go Cloud Workspace with all the appropriate applications and resources, we give them all the flexibility they need to work when and where they want from any device they want. We also get the security we need, as our business applications and data are kept completely separate and safe from whatever else is happening on or happens to their device in the future. And at the same time, the overhead of providing and maintaining those end user devices is eliminated. Of course, when staff log into their Cloud Workspaces, they only see the desktops and applications assigned to them based on their role. For example, as I'm not a systems engineer, I don't have access to certain operational desktops and applications where I'm likely to do more harm than good. So let's log into a desktop. Here I'll open up our accounting desktop. See what we got here. As you can see, it only takes should only take a few seconds to log into the cloud desktop. And here we go. We've opened the accounting desktop. With this desktop is some associated applications. Here we have, of course, the primary one being QuickBooks here. The other ones are basic Office 365 suite of applications. We have Excel and Word. As you can see, it's as responsive as working on your own desktop. The desktop itself is a Windows Server 2016, but you can see it looks and behaves and works just like a Windows 10 desktop. While I can't open our copy of QuickBooks and show you the user experience of that, I can open it on our demo desktop with a demo file. So let's close this out, and we'll pop that open. go. Just open up our demo desktop now. So our demo desktop is different with a different set of applications installed, but one of the popular applications is QuickBooks. Let's see if I can open that up. I'll just open up the sample file. I'm just doing this to show you how it, it looks and behaves like any application that's been installed on your desktop. So I mean, you go through customers, customer center, vendors, pay bill. You can see it behaves just like it's loaded on your desktop. It doesn't matter what application or where you're logging in from. So one of the things is, it's very stateful. So, if I disconnect that session and then I come right back into it from home or from wherever, you're going to get your desktop looking exactly the same as you left it. There you go. Right where you left off. So finally, let's click on the Concero Marketing Desktop. Here we have a completely different set of applications. The primary ones being Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and Acrobat. It also has the Office 365 applications installed as well. If we look over here, you can see that Access Excel, it does have the standard Office 365 applications, but really the stars of the show here are Photoshop. Now, Photoshop and Illustrator are considered pretty heavy applications in terms of their RAM utilization, but you can see that here they perform and act just like these applications were installed on your local desktop. There's really no appreciable difference. Close that out. File storage is really important, of course, for any graphics, for the organization as a whole, but marketing as well, because they're dealing with so many small files. Here you can see that we use a file sharing and syncing software with our cloud desktops internally here that it's called eFolder or Sync Anywhere, and it allows you to, or the team rather, to access any of the files and share them amongst the team in real time. And so anywhere they are, anywhere they log in, they're going to get access to this share, whether it's on their home PC or on their mobile device. They're going to get access to the same file share where they can save their files or load files. So access is pretty ubiquitous that way. So is the control over this. We have full security on who gets access to this and what they can do with those files. Finally, printing is a big deal, and so we can print from any of these workspaces, no matter where you are logged in from, to any of the network printers here in the office. Or you can also use a printer that's connected to the device you're using to access your Cloud Workspace. So say I'm on the road and I need to print a file. I can walk into a business center and if they have a printer attached, I can log into this workspace and then print on that local printer. So that gives you lots of flexibility printing wise. Close out of there. Finally, let's take a look at apps. So in addition to being able to access applications through your desktop, some of those applications can be accessed directly. This works really well if you're working from a mobile device where you don't have a lot of screen space, or you just don't want the overhead of that entire desktop. You can just open the application directly without all that overhead. So we were looking at Adobe Photoshop. Let's just open that up. And you can see it opens directly without the desktop. So in this case, it's looking just like an application that was installed and running on your local workstation, except here it's running from your Cloud Workspace and accessible from any device and anywhere and anytime. Another popular application obviously is Chrome to do some browsing. You can see, go to CNN for example, and you can browse just like you would from your workstation. So there's a quick demo of how we use our Cloud Workspaces internally at Concero. I can say that it took me a bit at first to break out of the PC desktop mentality and embrace the Cloud Workspace model, but I really see the benefits, and it's very popular with the teams and myself. So if you have any questions and want to learn more about Concero's Cloud Workspace service, please reach out to sales@concero.cloud or give us a call at 1-866-326-4875. Thanks for joining me today.